All right, we are here in Allen Park, Michigan, Lions training camp. You guys can see their new uniforms there behind me. My 11th training camp stop, I have 5 takeaways. Takeaway number 1, the star training camp is somebody maybe you wouldn't expect. That's Levi Onwuzurike, their second round pick from 2021. He's finally healthy. He had major back surgery 2 years ago. Now he's playing lower. He's playing with greater flexibility, which has helped him with his get off, helped him with his stamina. And he looks like he can be the fast, violent player that they envisioned him becoming when they drafted him 3 years ago. And paired with Liam McNeil, his draft classmate, who's already played really well, and DJ Reader, who they expect to get back on the field sometime soon, Detroit should be a lot better on the interior of the defensive line with Aiden Hutchinson and Marcus Davenport, who Aaron Glenn and Dan Campbell knew from New Orleans, bookending that group. Takeaway number 2, the secondary should be a legitimate strength. They've had great flexibility back there with Brian Branch and Ife Melifonwu. What they haven't had is real bedrocks at the corner position. It looks like they've got that now with their first and second round picks. Terrion Arnold has come in with a real corners mentality, a little bit cocky, a little bit chippy, always wanting to play man coverage, always wanting to go one-on-one, has that short memory. And then Ennis Rakestraw, their second round pick, has been a ball magnet in camp. He had 3 interceptions the other day. If there's one question in the secondary, it would be with the nickel position and how that plays out between Amik Robinson and Emmanuel Mosley. And of course, Branch and Melifonwu can come down and play there as well. Takeaway number 3, we know what they've got at receiver with Amon-Ra St. Brown. The other spots around him have been open this offseason. Jamison Williams has taken some real steps forward. This is his first normal offseason. Of course, he was coming off the ACL 2 years ago. Last year, the suspension hanging over him. That's allowed him to learn on the field, between the lines, which they've found here is the best way for him personally to learn. So he's playing closer to his foot speed, could add another explosive element to the offense. And then Darius Fountain would be another name to watch. A little bit of the camp sleeper here. Could wind up being the Lions' third wideout. Has some length and size that complements St. Brown and Williams pretty well. Takeaway number 4. When I was out there today, Campbell was wearing a shirt that said salty on it. It has 2 meanings. Number 1, how he wants his team to play. That's obvious. That's how his team has always played. Number 2, he told me he wants his team to be salt of the earth, which is significant because this is a team that for the first time in a long time is playing with huge expectations, maybe unprecedented expectations in Detroit. So he wants his guys to remain grounded. And one good sign along those lines is that 3 of the guys that came up as guys who've had really strong off seasons, Jared Goff, Penei Sewell, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, 3 guys who got paid this offseason and obviously haven't let the money affect them much. Finally, takeaway number 5, and this is going to sound simple. This is a team that knows how to practice. Again, the practice I was at today had a lot of scrimmaging. There was a lot of hitting out there, and there were a few hits where guys went to the ground where at almost any other camp I would say, oh, the guy's going to pop up and there's going to be a fight, and there was none of that. Just a real professional approach to the way they practice. Obviously they're physical, everybody knows that, but the efficiency with which they move and the single-mindedness of this place, it's really, really impressive. Big things are expected of the Lions, and after what I saw today, that's very fair.